Hello everyone. So in this video I want to quickly demo how you can access Gemini API, all of their paid models for free, and in fact you would be able to build a very small scale projects uh, involving the use of Gemini API, and that too for free. So they offer uh, using something called as AI Studio, Google AI Studio. They offer you to have free access to free Gemini API. So there are basically two ways of accessing the models for free. Okay, so let me quickly list down those methods. So the first method is through their web interface, and the second method is uh, through the API key. Okay, so through the API key. Now this particular API key is having some limit in terms of how many requests you can make, but still even with their free version you can build quick proof of concepts, POCs, and quick demo of the applications of the apps that you can potentially show to people who might be interested in your ideas, and they might invest in that particular product. Okay, so this is something that I would like to quickly show how you can set up and get started with both of these options. Okay, so first of all, what I will do is I'll be showing you this entire process through a new Gmail account through which I have not done this before. So that's why, so that you can follow this exact process on your from your Gmail as well. So what I will do is, at this point I will quickly one second, quickly let me exit the drawing. Okay, and let me start with opening the web interface of AI Studio with Google. Okay, so I'll say AI Studio. So you need to go to this website, aistudio.google.com. Okay, I hope this is clear. So this particular website, if you hit enter, you get this interface. Although right now I've already registered for it, so I want to show you this from scratch. So what I will do is I'll quickly change my account. So one second. So I'll switch account, and I'll go from this particular account, and when I click on this account I get this interface. This is a brand new interface. Now you might be thinking that the interface looks exactly same, so why I resorted to this, because when we go to get API key, but I'll come to get API key later. The difference arises when we go to get API key, because initially for new accounts you would need to create a new project in your Google Cloud Console. Don't worry about it, you don't need to sign up for any Google Cloud projects, but rather what I wanted to show you is that when you click on get API key and when you create a new Google Cloud project, it will be associated and tied to your Google account that you have. Okay, so the first method to basically test this particular free model is through their web interface, and you can see here I can type something. Okay, let me show you this and zoom in a little bit. So you can type here your query, and this model is something. So this is what I like about Gemini, is that they have this model with 2 million context window, which means that you can upload a video of length 2 hour by clicking on this upload, and you have this variety of options, like you can take photo, you can upload stuff. Okay, so this is really cool. So what I would like to do is I would like to quickly take a screenshot. Let me take a screenshot. Okay, and let me show you how this looks like, and I'll take the screenshot of this particular page only, and I'll copy it and I'll try to upload it here. Let me first of all paste it. So yeah, I have pasted it. Now what I can do is, what is there in this image? So I can do image analysis using this, and if I hit run, you see this is really fast, super fast. So the image shows the interface of Google AI Studio. So you can see it has analyzed the image in close to 3 seconds, which is, I feel, blazingly fast, and it is even faster for bigger contents. Okay, and you can see how many tokens you have used out of 1 million. So you can see this particular query used up 385 tokens out of 1 million token. Okay, you can adjust parameters like temperature, json mode, and things like that. So json mode might be a handy tool if you are basically trying to get a structured output. So all these things you can go to developer documentation and learn from that. Now the second approach is, how do we plug this API key into our existing products, whatever product we want to use. You might be interested in building a chat interface, or maybe any kind of solution where you want to use. So I'll click on get API key. Now right now I don't have, okay, I have the API key. So what it has done is, it has created a Google Cloud project called Gemini API for me, and project number, and it has created this API key. So let me now let me do one thing. Let me copy this API key somewhere. Okay, I'll click on notepad and copy it right now, and what I will do is, I will quickly show you how you can make calls to these APIs. So I think I have already set up all the codes and all. So let me quickly pull up one of my existing projects. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to navigate to this application. Okay, and now what I will do is, I'll do Python. One second, let me go inside code dot, and I will, so ignore these files, because this is a project that I used this API in. Ignore these files. So I'll just create a file called test API key.py, and inside this I have bunch of stuff that I would like to import. The first thing is google.generativeai. So I'll import this in here, and then after that what we need to do is, we need to so you can see API key is already there. So I need to load this API key into my project and set the configuration. Okay, so you can see this piece of code I need to take up. Okay, so what we do is, we import google.generativeai, and before importing it, you need to load it. Okay, and after configuring this, we can call all sorts of methods which have been defined. So let me show you which method I can call. So there is this method called okay, I'll copy this entire thing. And so first we define a model, and after that we define a model, and we say that we want to have a model which is Gemini 1.5 Pro latest, and finally we can use a model.generate content. Now you can see that I am trying to generate a structured content, but you don't need to do that. To test it out, I can just get rid of this all stuff, and I can say response here. So and here I can type my commands like, what do you mean by, maybe I don't know, atom initially for beginners. Okay, so I'll print response.text here. Okay, so once this, so let me go through this code once again. So we import the package by calling import google.generativeai as genai, we load the API keys. So API key.json file I have defined here, which from that we load the key named key, and we configure the API by calling this method, and then we define the model and we generate content. Now at this point I would like to mention that Google Gemini offers multiple ways of interacting with this model. We have a method called generate content, and we also have a method called chat. Now chat method works a little bit differently, because using the chat method what we can do is we can build a chat like interface where we can pass all the history of conversations to have the contextual reference, and we can have the response back. So response will be the current response, but that response might take the reference of all the previous you can say conversations that user might have had. Okay, now finally we print the response.text. Now at this point I would like to also mention that we can also pass images and videos here, but for that I would recommend you to go to the developer documentation and explore it on your own, because the scope of this video is to show you how you can access Gemini API for free. Okay, so alright, so now we have this defined. Now what I will do is I'll run this code. So I'll say python test API key. So if I hit enter, it's saying JSON is not defined, so let's import JSON as well. Okay, so let's run this again. So it will take some time because it is sending the response, and after it is done it will print. Yeah, so you can see that it is basically telling you the entire thing about Atom, right? And Atom is a basic building block of. Now all this is for free, right? If you had to use a OpenAI API, you would have to pay for it, right? But you would have to add credit card for it. But for using Gemini API, it's not required. You can use it, and in fact you can build many great prototypes and proof of concepts with this free API. Okay, so I feel this is really cool, and it works not just with text only, but with other type of modalities like audio, text, and things like that. Audio, text, images, and things like that. Okay, so at this point I think I have covered enough, and you might be having a general idea of what I wanted to cover. So yeah, thank you so much. Have a nice day.